All right, folks, quick little video here. Haven't done one of these in about 3 weeks in relation to football. So obviously we've missed a fair amount of football because Man United are involved in every single competition. And therefore we've played an absolutely ton of games. Today was Manchester United versus Barcelona. And I keep this one short. We're only a few months into our cycle and we've gone to one of the better teams in world football. I think you could argue they're top of La Liga. They've not conceded a goal from open play in La Liga this year at home at the new camp. Or should I say Spotify Dome? Or is it the Drake Lounge, the Drake Spotify New Camp Lever Lounge? Whatever stadium we just played at, I will honestly say I think we deserve to win. I think, and that kind of goes to show how good Ten Hag's been. We're going to grounds that typically we'd get thumped. I know they're not the same Barcelona of old, so you've got to understand that. But we're going to attack, we're playing well, and we didn't even have our starting team out. And even if we did have our full best team out, that's not the team we want to end up with, right? So we're only at the start of our progression. I just think it was really, really good. I suppose if you had to be critical, the two main things I didn't like from the game, once again, David De Gea, don't like him. Sorry, I'll keep saying it. For every one good save he does, he invites a load of pressure with his inability to come out and claim, and he's playing out from the back. Basically, I know it sounds a bit pretentious, but if you don't really know about playing out from the back, pretty much the goalkeeper has to be able to chip the ball over their fullbacks that are pushing up, or their wingers, and reach our left or right back. And I know that sounds ridiculous to say, well, one of the reasons David De Gea is bad is because he can't chip the ball over an on-rushing attacker to our left back, but it's true, and you'll watch it. The more and more you watch a game, you'll realise that he doesn't have that in his locker, and he just invites so much pressure. And whenever there's a throw-in or a corner or anything, if it comes in and around his box and he's not confident enough to come and claim it, it just creates this massive scramble, and then that invites pressure, and it's just not great. But he's been okay this season, but hopefully we can move on from him at some point. I know that sounds unfair, but that's just my opinion. Obviously, Weghorst is slightly better at 10, but yeah, I think the jury's out on Weghorst. I don't really think he's good enough to be a Manchester United leading striker, but that's, in fairness to him, that's not really what he's been there to brought in to do. He's been brought in to cover the Martial that can't stay fit for his life, or doesn't want to be fit, or doesn't want to try to put his body on the line. So I have no issues with Weghorst, really. Main thing is, really, really enjoyable game, completely end-to-end. We could have easily scored, and I think the big thing to take away is one thing you'll notice from all our players is the players, because they have a manager that instructs them well and disciplines them and tells them, I want this, I don't want that. Players are looking at the game in a different way. All you need to think about in this game is the shot that Rashford had where he opened up his body and tried to put it past ter Stegen. For years, all Rashford would have done is got his head over that ball and leathered it near post, and it would have hit the advertising hoardings. But obviously he was thinking, well, if this is to go in, I need to open my body and I need to go for far corner, and that's the more difficult shot, but that's the one I need to do. And he did that. Then when he actually scored, head down, spotted the gap and rifled it in, and he's just been unbelievable. I'm just very, very pleased with the way Man United are going. It's kind of why I've been making less videos. I've just been enjoying the games, watching the progress, and I think you feel a lot calmer when, if something goes wrong, you have a bad game, or you have a bad period in a match, or a bit of a bad run. You might panic if you've got, let's say, an Ole, and you're thinking, yeah, this isn't going to work. Like, this isn't going well. How's he going to turn this round? And the goals are kind of lucky that you get. However, with Ten Hag, when we score, typically it's coming from pressure that has been built, and we're actually building pressure consistently, and therefore we're scoring consistently. We had no Anthony, who's like a better right winger than Bruno defensively, probably maybe attacking wise at times, specifically for the right wing. Sancho's not in great form, we know that. We had no Martinez, no Dalot, or maybe he was dropped, I'm not too sure, but either way, right back to kind of hit and miss at the moment. We don't really have a striker. we don't have anyone to bring off the bench as well. That's like the number one thing. When he looks to his bench, let's say it's going wrong, he doesn't have like McTominay, he doesn't have another central midfielder, Sabitzer was suspended, he doesn't have another striker to bring on, so he's limited with what he can do, and he's doing a very, very good job. No complaints. I'm enjoying the progress of the team. That's all I've got to say. I think very, very good result. Yeah, it's been good. How are you enjoying the games? Let me know.